Hey, good morning. I'm Gary Martin Hayes. You are watching Do I Need a Lawyer? Right here on the CW Atlanta Network, Atlanta's only 5-day-a-week legal talk show, Monday through Fridays from 7:30 to 8 a.m. And I thank you for starting your day with us. Now let's go to our question. Hi, Gary. I have a question involving my father. About a month ago, he was driving on the interstate on his way back from meetings in South Carolina. It was late, and for some reason, he lost control of his car and crashed into the retaining wall. He was severely injured and remains in ICU. My concern is this: the airbags did not inflate when he hit the wall. Does my father have a product liability claim against the car manufacturer? And that question comes to us from Clinton in Alpharetta. Clinton, I am very sorry to hear about your dad's accident and injuries. And please know, your dad, your entire family remain in our thoughts and prayers, and I certainly wish you guys all the best. But honestly, I need to know more facts about the wreck and the car your dad was driving before I can give you an answer. So let me address whether or not a potential automotive defect claim exists by giving you some factors that we look for in our investigation. Number one, are the injuries and damages severe enough to pursue a case against the car manufacturer? This is unfortunately the reality. These cases are extremely expensive to investigate and to pursue. To fully evaluate the case, we may have to hire an accident reconstructionist or design engineers, life care planners, and other experts. And taking on the automobile manufacturer is no easy nor inexpensive task. Unless there are serious catastrophic injuries or a death, the cost of pursuing the claim could greatly outweigh any potential recovery. Now, number two, is the type of defect that caused the wreck or the injuries a common problem? Let me explain this. Some defects have been highly publicized in the media. Some examples are trucks that have the side saddle gas tanks that are outside the truck's frame that could explode on impact, or the car that would possibly explode because of the location of the gas tank in the rear of the car. Well, number three, how serious are the injuries in comparison to the wreck? Some collisions are so severe that involve extremely high speeds and high impacts that there's no way anyone could survive and walk away from the crash without injuries. However, if the driver or a passenger in the car is seriously injured as a result of a fender bender, a small impact, then you should have an attorney evaluate the claim for a potential product liability case. Now, number four, was the wreck caused by a defect in the car or a component part of the car? An example of this would be perhaps a tire blowout or a tire failure. And we've seen these cases where the tire tread separated from the body of the tire, causing the driving of the vehicle to suddenly lose control, that the driver is not able to maintain control of that vehicle and it crashes. Other examples could be airbags inflating without warning while the person's driving down the road, brake failure, or perhaps losing control of the steering wheel as you're going down the road. And number five, was the driver or passenger injured because a safety feature in the vehicle did not work properly? And there have been many reports of catastrophic injuries and deaths because a seatbelt failed to properly restrain the occupant of the vehicle. Another example, this would be an airbag that was too powerful. The airbag deployed with such force it caused injury instead of preventing it. Number six, did the vehicle roll over causing the injuries? And we see these rollover incidents happen a lot with sport utility vehicles, SUVs. These vehicles have a higher center of gravity. They can be susceptible to rolling over because of the high center of gravity compared to the narrow wheelbase that the vehicle has. Number seven, was the roof crushed in the wreck? A vehicle that is properly designed should protect the occupants of the vehicle with a zone of protection. Now, this zone should prevent the roof of the vehicle from crushing in on the driver and injuring the driver or the passengers. Injuries in these roof crash cases typically involve neck or back fractures, which result in death or paralysis, other serious injuries. Now, as you can see, the handling of a motor vehicle product liability case, it can be challenging and extremely expensive. So my recommendation to you is this: if you or a loved one has been seriously injured and you suspect the cause of their injuries may be due to a defect in their vehicle, don't delay. Pick up the phone and call us immediately to discuss your claim. You can't wait on these cases. The vehicle needs to be properly secured and evaluated as soon as possible by experts to determine what went wrong. So if you'd like to speak with me, anyone in my law firm, regarding the potential product liability crashworthiness claim, we make it easy for you. All you have to do is pick up the phone and give us a call. 770-934-8000. I promise you, it is not a smart thing for you to try to take on the automobile manufacturers and their whole team of lawyers by yourself. And you have nothing to lose by calling an attorney. But think of what you can lose if you don't. Again, the call to us is completely confidential. It is free and there is no obligation. 770-934-8000, or you can email me, Gary@GaryMartinHayes.com. And to find out more about me, about my law firm, about all the successes that we have had helping injured victims over the years here in Georgia, go to GaryMartinHayes.com. And we'll be right back in just a moment.